Oh, I'll give it one good old hearty chance. And if I do not get Wurmple and Poochyena from this initial route, I'm ending it today and we'll come back tomorrow. And we'll do it again. It's just... It's unfortunate, but it's what needs to happen. Decent nature? Quirky. Do I have a quirky one? What is quirky? Quirky is a... Neutral nature. It's the last one on the rung, actually. The last nature you can actually have. Cool. That one right there, that run ended because I misplayed. That was just because I wasn't paying attention. I was angry because I didn't get the encounters I wanted. I did say, though, we would get Shroomish instead of Wurmple that we needed. Bearing in mind, I could have got Wurmple, I could have got Silcoon, I could have got Cascoon, all of which at that point then would have been better than getting Shroomish. Because then all of them potentially wall Brawly when evolved. I swear by the end of the week we will get out of Rustboro City. I just need the right encounters to do so, and this game has been screwing me around. Like literally, I am playing for the most common encounters in each route. Poochyena is the most common in Route 103. Not got it. When I do get a Poochyena in Route 102, Wurmple is the most common. I've got Lotad twice now, I think, on 2 different streams. I don't think I've picked up a single Wurmple. So, like, the Pokemon I say are, like, the 2 necessary first encounters. Not necessary, but very good. I've just not gotten, which is me, and the most common ones. So, luck's just not on my side, I guess. I won't even say it's luck because it's more about being unlucky than lucky. To be fair, because I'm playing the most common encounters, so it's not even getting lucky. It's about getting unlucky. Like I can skip over a Marill, I can skip over a Shroomish. Like, say we got Slack off instead of getting Shroomish, I'd be happy. Because I'd be like, it's not what I wanted, but it's okay. It's usable. Can I in this game? What for? Is it the trade in Rustboro City? I thought that trade was a route. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Yeah, in Ruby and Sapphire, you're right. In Ruby and Sapphire, it's a Makuhita for a Slack off. In Emerald, it is a Ralts for a Seedot. Now, why anyone would want to trade a Ralts for a Seedot is beyond me. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get Ralts before I get a Wurmple on Route 102. Emerald is notorious for having some of the probably what I consider to be the worst trades in the game. You know, in Pokemon history, to be fair. It's not as bad as the Snow Point one with the Haunter, but I'd say they're still pretty bad. Okay, this will probably be the last run for today, and if I do not get the Pokemon I want, or at least not the Pokemon I want, but a modicum of, you know, the common Pokemon that I need shows up, which is the most common one. I'm still in Poochyena, and then Wurmple. Like, I can deal with one bad encounter. When it gets to 2 or 3 and we're just not rolling on it, there's not much you can do. Okay. Heal up, and we'll go get our encounter. Oh. Ah, that's what happened, okay. Press the button again. Look. Okay, let's go. Now, please, for the love of God, give me the most common Pokemon here, which is Pooch. We want Pooch. I get Pooch. Okay, nice. This is, like I've said, this is the best place to get Poochyena. You don't really want Zigzagoon, you don't really want Wingull, you want the most common one, which is Poochyena, which basically knocks off the most common Pokemon you're most likely to get amongst these first routes. Ball. Call it Luna. Now, please, Route 102, bless me with your Wurmple. That's fine, that's a reroll. And again. Nope, I'm out. I'm out. I'm done for today. I've had enough of Lotads. Screw you. Not doing it. Okay. Nah, I'll give it one more try. Do I? Yeah. Let's give it one more try. I can deal with a Lotad. It's not shroomish, but we can deal with it. Okay, we'll heal up, and we'll try and raise Lotad. Level 8. We'll go looking for Wurmple in Route 104. I get a Wingull. Oh, if I get a Taillow in Route 104, I'm gonna throttle somebody. Because bear in mind, I could still get Wurmple, Shroomish, Taillow. I just miss out on Meryl, which I can get at a later route. That's not bad. Like I said, one route is not that bad. One route's recoverable, 2 routes isn't, unfortunately. It's just how it is. Ooh, that reminds me, I've got to check out how Resident Evil 4 looks, the new one. I've not had a look at it yet, and I'm hoping it's decent. I completely agree. I think we've talked about this before with Azumarill, where Azumarill is the quintessential Pokemon that gets better every single generation that comes on. Because it was Generation 2, I think it was initially in. It was a bit eh. Then Gen 3 comes around, it gets its ability. Huge power, which benefits its physical moves that it gets, like Rollout. Then it gets moves like Bubble Beam. And it becomes a special, and it becomes sort of a better Pokemon. Then in Generation 4, the physical split happens, and special split happens. It gets better then. Yeah, and then Generation 5, and then with better moves, just because better moves, and a lot of moves came into Generation 5 that benefited a lot of Pokemon. Generation 6 comes on, it gets the Fairy type. Generation 7, you just get more moves, and so long and so forth. You just keep getting better moves every single time. And you see this slow evolution, or slow growth, of this monster that happens. Okay, get some Pokeballs and heal up. Well, I can get Pokeballs in Hellberg, it doesn't matter. Still, I don't think once I've encountered a Wurmple on this route, despite it being the second most likely Pokemon to encounter. Gotta laugh at the crits. I won't mind. The first Pokemon is Poochyena. We've actually got that this time and got it fairly okay because it's a frequent Pokemon that you can get. It's just about that Wurmple for some reason evades me like the plague, which is a shame because it's necessary. Basically, it is necessary for the early on. Oh well, what can you do, huh? Like I said, if I need right now this run to continue. Wurmple, Shroomish, and then Taylor. Hi Magic Complex, how you doing? Me, I've just spent the last 2 hours trying to get decent encounters in Emerald and can't do it because apparently Wurmples are evading me like the plague. Although I'm playing for the most common encounters and just not finding them. Which would be fine if I was getting like a Ralts, but I'm not. I'm getting the other ones that are just bad that I can get on, that are common Pokemon that I can get later. Yeah, Wurmple's a fine encounter early on. It's brilliant if Dustox, if you get it against Wally. Oh, not Brawly, sorry. Not Wally. Because we're about to do it. We're about to meet Wally for the first time. But yeah, Dustox is brilliant. Beautifly's okay. Yep, Dustox gets Moonlight and Protect. It also gets Confusion, which walls Brawly, because even if he Vital Throws, you're hitting against a quad resist Mon with a Confusion, which Brawly can't do out about. Oh yeah, Lotad, we were rolling for Wurmple. We got Lotad. Yes, but the problem you've got to have with that is Beautifly has Gust, and because of Makuhita having Bulk Up, those Gusts are not that good compared to Confusions. Bulk. This is what I mean. This is why people are like, oh yeah, Brawly is easy. He is at level 19. At level 16, which I put it to, because I'm going with my level caps equal to the lowest mon on his team, it becomes bloody difficult. Roxanne's a piss take. We could beat Roxanne with any team we've come out with today just because we've got Mudkip or Shroomish. Even Lotad, I think, does okay, maybe with Bullet Seed, or even I think it learns Absorb. We'd be fine. It's just because I know for a fact the encounters we have, we will not win unless we have Oh, this is interesting. Hang on, let me just check something for a moment. Okay, right. That's what I get for not buying heals. Puccina's good against Tate and Liza for immunity. I will grant that, yeah. But by that point, I hope to have better dark types. Like, I know for a fact that I can get Cacturne from Route 101 for definite. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sorry, just counting the health down. I'm assuming you people are like me and are counting, yeah, my Iana with Intimidate and Howl's decent. It's just the fact there are better dark types, that's all. That's the only reason. Like, we just had a run then. We've just come off the back of a run where we didn't lose, but, like, we picked up, what did we pick up? We picked up Mudkip. Starting, second route was Zigzagoon, third route was Lotad, right? Fourth route, oh no, was it third route was... I can't remember. I think we got... It was Lotad, Puccina, Zigzagoon, Mudkip, and then Shroomish, and then we were going to get Tailo, but I know that we can't beat Brawly with that team. The only thing we could do is maybe go for a Zubat. The problem with that is I have to wait to go into I have to wait to go into I have to beat the first gym, do all the stuff with Rust Earth Tunnel, with the Aqua Grunt, go into get Steven at least, because I'm already in Granite Cave, so I may as well do it. And then go in and then get what's his name, and then do the gym battle, and then even then I might not get Zubat, and then we're buggered, and it just wastes a whole bunch of time, which I don't want to waste. Yeah, the reason I've chose Mudkip is just because he does well against that. The hardest bit of this game is that Generation 3 to Generation 5. I keep saying it because it's true. Because of the Pokemon you get in that portion of the game. And the fact you have, and because of the level cap of what I've got on there, the game becomes a lot harder with certain Pokemon, where you need certain Pokemon to get over certain Mons, and if you don't, it becomes an issue. Watson, to be fair, is probably the weakest out of the three. You wouldn't think that, but he is. You can get... Like, you can get past the reason we're going for an Aron in Granite Cave, or I want to go for an Aron, is because if we can get because we can pivot switch, yeah, that's the reason we want Aron for Voltorb explosions. Because if we can if he can explode on a Voltorb, oh yeah, what we usually do is we go for, or what I'll hopefully if we get to it eventually. What happens is you will beat over his Voltorb with Aaron, just because he can't do anything. I think the best move he's got is Tackle. You'll move on to his Electrike, you'll sweep the Electrike, or you can stall the Electrike out with something like an Oddish, or a Shroomish with healing moves and Leech Seed. And then what you can do, if it's an Oddish, is you can Sleep Powder the Magneton, switch in to Marshtomp, and then hopefully if you just wait a turn, or hopefully it sleeps for a turn, you can then get a free kill on the Marshtomp with a full health Marshtomp on Manectric. The only thing you have to do really is roll the Sleep Powder, because obviously it's a 75 accuracy move, and hopefully you do not get the 5% on the Mud Shots. You miss one Mud Shot, the run's dead. Believe me, I fought this through a lot. How close are you to getting level... Oh, it's Calm as well, which is brilliant. Oh, we got Rain Dish as well, that's nice. I think I just go straight with Axel into this one. Oh yeah, I like the ROM hacks. I've said it before, like, it took me a while to grow into this game in terms of art style. I always thought Fire Red and Leaf Green were cleaner and just looked better. But I definitely... I've grown to love it a bit more. The love of Hoenn and the look of it. I'm just proud of myself for not making one IGN joke while playing this game all day. Lovely crit. Love when that happens. What I should have done was get a Repel. Because what we can do now is we can Repel through Petalburg to get Talo, hopefully. Then we come back here to Route 104 to get, hopefully, Wurmple. Because it's Wurmple or Wingull. We just have to take our chances, unfortunately. I got that one, didn't I? Cool. And then we can hopefully get Shroomish in Petalburg Woods, and then we're good. And then we can get Aaron from Granite Cave, and we're sort of set for the first 3 gyms. I think. Like I said, I need those 3 because we got Lotad. If I don't get Wurmple, I can't get past Brawly. If I don't get... If I don't get the Talo, I can't get past... I think there's a couple trainers that are going to come in clutch. Okay, and buy 5 potions. And then we're good. Yeah, Emerald Kaizo is amazing in terms of actually just how... In terms of how good... In terms of how... Like, it's the BDSM of Pokemon, man. It is pain. But it's when you get those moments when you beat a gym leader, or you beat a really hard fight, and you do it cleanly with no losses. Oh, there's no better feeling. But otherwise, unless you don't do that, then you're just feeling the you know, the ball kicking pain that is Emerald Kaizo. Okay, we should be okay in terms of going through this cleanly. Provided the fact we do not I'm just gonna say, do not put a Nesto in and then run 20 rounds. Or run 20 grass, sorry. It's a shame in this game compared to other games. Like with Fire Red, I could just go, I could pick up any Pokemon from those like Route 1, Route 2. Yep, cheating is cool, grinding is cringe. Take the candy pill, brother. You will be happier. I am trying to make a rule though in my Nuzlocke. I don't want to just rare candy because I want some skin in the game. I don't want to have a Pokemon in the box that I just rare candy or rare candy and save it for like one battle where it's gonna be you know, peak. I'd rather have it leveling up. Like I have to have some skin in the game, like it has to be in the party or it has to be a Pokemon I use at some other points. So that's why I was thinking about putting a level cap in of like I can only use rare candies to get like the last 5 levels or so many levels. Okay, and then this guy's just going to be a pain in my ass. So I will switch out. Yeah. The biggest thing I can say to people is just take the candy pill. EVs are not that useful. Or they are, but if it takes, listen, do you want some EVs and 2 hours of grinding, or do you want to just take 5 to 10 minutes of grinding and have less EV and have, you know, have maybe a slight less chance of winning? What do you want to do? You can, because all you can just say. The first 3 gyms are... I used to play competitive Pokemon. Yeah, used to. Not anymore. I tuned out during Gen 6. That was when I started playing other games and just didn't care that much about Pokemon as much as I used to. Yeah, that's the reason why... Flannery with Overheat Torkoal, I have a thing for that. It's called getting a Azumarill. And unfortunately, because of Lotad, we do not get a Azumarill until later, or we have less chances to get it. I need to switch, don't I? Yes, I do. Big noggin-brained me. You can sweep her with Rollout, but I'm thinking Bubble Beam more. Bubble Beam, 65 base, it's the strongest water move a Pokemon can... Yeah, I know I can get it. I can get it on Route 112, on Route 117. I just need to hopefully manip around it to try and get a Numel in Fiery Path to guarantee it. Come on, dude. I don't think... You can stop the sun, though. Like, I don't... If you, What I've noticed is Torkoal does not do very well, or... Not to say not doing very well. It doesn't tend to go with, Torkoal doesn't tend to go for Sunny Day. The Camerupt before it does, it likes to spam that thing, or it goes for Attract. I don't know why. It's just the way the AI is. The AI is. I can speak. So what you usually do, or what I usually do if I'm playing with the level caps I am doing, is usually you'll have a Pokemon that's faster than Camerupt, Numel, and Slugma, and you'll just one-shot them. Say with, I think Azumarill, even though it's slow, even Marshtomp, Marshtomp's not the quickest, but I think you can do it, is you can just sweep through those 3, and then it's managing the Torkoal, and it's just about switching on the right moves. The problem is, because Overheat is so good as a move in terms of how much power you have to get out of it. Hang on, how close am I? 31. Alright, Luna, you're coming in for this one. We're sharing XP. I know all of you people are probably thinking, why don't you just get Lotad to level 8 and then just go, because you're using, I could repel and use Mudkip only for one, but I just time constraints. I'd rather have a Pokemon or an additional Pokemon for like level 9 Puccina. I do love ROM hacks that buff moves, or change moves to a different type that they should be. The only problem is with that is I forget what the move actually was to begin with. So when you go back to a standard Pokemon game, you're like, hmm? Hey man, Takedown is a move that I have a whole problem with. The fact that Takedown is 90, but you're already paying recoil on top of it, and then in addition to that, it's 85 accuracy. It's no. This is no. Bad move. Oh, is he faster than Ernesto? Well, hopefully he doesn't hit Axel. It's interesting the way people see Cut, to be honest. Because obviously, within, like you say, you've just said it turns into a steel type in certain games. I've seen it used as a grass type. I've also seen it used as a fighting move in other ROM hacks. It's amazing the different perspectives people have on what a move should be. Personally, to be fair, if you're actually going off a move called Cut that is just a cutting motion, it does sound like a normal type move in general. Yeah, that's the. I think Shoxy and me have been playing the same ROM hacks. 60 base power, 100% accuracy, and grass type. It's just with the. Although it's a better move if it's grass or steel, especially because a lot of Pokemon can learn it, because it would have to be a HM. Oh yeah, I understand it'd be better. I'm just saying I can understand why Pokemon have made it a normal type move. It's a generic thing to do. It's like, a lot of Pokemon can tackle, a lot of Pokemon can scratch, a lot of Pokemon can pound. A lot of Pokemon will be able to cut something. I understand why they made it a normal move. Yeah, this is a Nuzlocke. We're just encounter routing right now. So for instance, my Lotad's level 8. We are going to go to Route 116 to get our Tailo, hopefully. If I get a Skitty, I am just going to end it for today. Because Emerald is just... I can accept one bad encounter. Having multiple bad encounters is this early on is not good, and I know it will snowball into me losing the run. You may not think it does, I'm telling you it does, and you're wrong if you believe otherwise. I should have healed. Ah well. We'll work it out. Yeah, it's a problem with this game. I will be using speed up just for this. I don't like using speed up in terms of I like to enjoy the music, enjoy the region, because it's a bit of nostalgia for me getting back in the generation. But for now, what we're doing for this, I'll definitely be using speed up because it takes ages to find this encounter. Because what we're doing is we're manipping for Tailo. Tailo. I've actually... See, this is the... When do you get Facade? I know in terms of I have it wrote down somewhere in a sticky notes, like a sticky notes doc that I have, because I know what you're thinking. Yes, we are going to be using Facade Talo. Don't you worry about that. If we get it to the point where we can use it. Water gun. I don't think it crit kills. I might be wrong. If it does crit, I'm ending the stream and I'm coming back tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Facade is Gym 5. Okay. As soon as this thing uses focus energy, we're using the Great Ball. Okay, go for it again. Yep, you do get the Silk Scarf where Brawly is. That's good. Get in the ball, Talo. Get in the ball. Now, I'm praying to all gods. Not particularly religious, but take your pick, whichever one you think I chose. That we do get a decent non-attack down Nature Talo. I'm going to call this one Earhart. Okay. Now, Relaxed. Why am I not good? Why am I not happy about Relaxed? That's why I'm not happy about Relaxed. Defense down, defense up, speed down. Sucks, but it's not terrible. Talo is still pretty quick, so we can get around it that way. Okay, now we need to get our Wurmple and our Shroomish, or Wurmple and something else, hopefully. The good thing is, because Route 104 is split up, like Route 2 is in Kanto, we can just go over, or go down to where Rustboro City is. Yeah, it sucks. It is 10% speed, I know. But it's still a Talo that can hit like a brick wall. Hey, after the 2 hours I've spent trying to get a decent encounter, or decent encounters, I will take getting a Talo on that route that's got a sucky nature. I will take it. Okay, now let's try and get that Wurmple. We can't repel Manip here for anything, so we're just going to have to shrug shoulders and go into it and pray we get Wurmple. That is why we waited for Route 116 to get Talo first. Eliminates Talo from the encounter pool. Plus, we've got Quick Attack, which is nice, and obviously bypasses the speed, the sucky speed we have. Oh, please Jesus, give me a Wurmple. I can deal without Shroomish because there are other grass types. We do have Ludi. We will get Cacturne at some point. But I would really like a Wurmple. Oh, sorry, I just got a little fist bump. If it's a Dustox, or if it's a Cascoon when we evolve it, I'm gonna be like the Vince McMahon meme. I'm just gonna be like, eyes crossed. Oh, beautiful. We have a run now. I'm happy. Aerial Ace is good, yeah. Agreed. Okay, and all I want for Christmas is a Cascoon and a What else do we need? Oh, yeah, Shroomish. What do we want to call it? Wurmple? Worm? He's a worm. I usually call these guys off kaijus. So, like, I like the idea because of the males being, like Batra and the females being Mothra. Man grew up watching way too much Godzilla. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna check just to be sure, because you never know. We'll look at Petalburg Woods. I just want to see if I can manipulate anything in my favour. No, I cannot. I cannot. I just have to hit and hope that I get Shroomish, unfortunately. But on the plus side, it means we do get to, I guess, get some levels on Batra and the other team members while we wait. I don't like using, like I said, I've said before, I don't like using speed up. I'm just hoping for a Shroomish. If we get Slack off, it's not the end of the world. They're the only two mons we can get, by the way. We can get Shroomish or Slack off. That's it. Okay, and we will attempt to try and use Ernesto. And if not, we are going to use Taylor. How many crits have I been hit with today? The start in this run, actually, just in this run, because I think it's like the count is like 3 or 4 now. Yeah, that is a problem. See, I've not done a sword and a shield Nuzlocke. I don't like those games personally. I just, when playing them, it was, to be fair, I did finish them and did spend a good amount of time in them. Because at the time it was I was at uni, I think. Yeah, I was when they came out. So all the people had them, so we were playing together, we were trading. But if it's like a game I was going to play, I probably would have put it down if my friends weren't even playing. Silcoon, that is fine, because we already have Wurmple and we're playing with Dupe's Claws. And to not waste anybody's time, we're going to put on speed up. So that means take the music off and just tackle it through. Because I want to get Batra to as many levels as possible. Is it level 7 or level 5 that Batra evolves? I always get this wrong with Butterfree and Kakuna as well. It's level 7, thank you. It's level 5 when it learns Poison Sting. I just forget. When there's so many Pokemon, you sort of just like forget what Pokemon. You forget what Pokemon have or when they evolve or what moves they have and when they get them. It's why I had to look up Ludicolo, because I was like you guys, like, Lotad's okay, Ludicolo's good, and then you look at it and then you go, you look at it and you go, actually that move pool's pretty bad, and you can't really do much about it because it's the move pool's pretty bad, and because its stat lines are not particularly brilliant as well until you get to Ludicolo. You have to put in a lot of work to get it done. Oddish, I will admit, in this game is useful on Watson. I tend to use Oddish on Watson, like I've said before for the sleep powder. Oddish is okay. It takes a bit to get going. It gets a couple moves depending on what gym you get. Oh boy, we have a run, okay. Now, for the gods of Pokemon, Arceus, my brother, please do not let me screw this up and somehow crit Shroomish. Yeah, I know, I'm just being careful now. I'm trying to remember what or at what health is a crit for certain Pokemon. I'm judging it by what I know. So, like, I'm looking at this here going, this is a tackle. This is probably not going to crit, especially because he has the chance to absorb before me. God damn it. It's okay. The shook balls, we've got enough. These... Listen, I have 11 rules to my Nuzlocke, but there is always a hidden 12th rule. I call you Button last time, I've called you Shiitake before. I like to call you Button, just because of the mushroom. Love me some mushrooms. Yeah, always, I'm going to say this now, the hidden 12th rule of Pokemon. Always play around the crit. Always play around the crit. Play around your crits, even when you're trying to catch Pokemon. Play around your crits if you're trying to damage a certain Pokemon for chip damage. Play around the crit is the secret rule. You'll be fine if you play around the crit. I mean, yeah, you could just not get crit. That's always the thing, but... You're missing an E there, Jupiter. I'm pretty sure there is a Nuzlocke. It does involve an E, right? I've not spelt it accidentally wrong. I'm pretty sure Nuzlocke is spelled with an E, because I remember the initial comics that came out that involved a Nuzlocke. God, I was young, man. I had so much optimism for the world. Yes, I know that if you do delay Breloom to level 40, you get Spore. But look at when level 40 is. Look at when level 40 is in terms of... and I've said this before, I'm not going to save Pokemon for... I'm not going to save Pokemon and then level, like... Wait, and what's the word I'm looking for? I want some skin in the game. I want to use them instead of, you know, putting them in the box and then just using them until they're able to be used, like in terms of Shroomish. I'd rather just get the Breloom at level 20. I know it's kind of OP. I accept that, but I ain't gonna. If I was playing, put it this way, if I was playing Emerald Kaizo and I got Shroomish, maybe, but I don't think you... Well, I don't think that Shroomish is much use there, because I don't know when you get it. I'd have to have a look, because I've not actually looked in the depths of Emerald Kaizo, but I do agree with you that a fast Pokemon that can 100% sleep is broken. If you look back to the... That's the thing, I'm not planning on EV training either, because I just don't... I use rare candies. If you've not noticed, I have 99 rare candies in the bag. It's because I just don't want to grind. I've done enough grinding in my lifetime with competitive battling. So I just don't care. I'd rather just level up. I understand why I should Spore. I just really prefer... I'd rather just use the Breloom. Hoenn. Batra is in crit range. So now we'll sub out into Button. What? Nature is Button, by the way. Gentle, that is either defense down, special defense up, or defense up, special defense down. Oh, I'm going... I'm going for the Breloom, don't worry. I am going for that Breloom. We need Breloom for Norman. Trust me. I'm going for I am going to use Button. There's no doubts in my mind that I'm using Shroomish. If I didn't have to... Would I play competitive again? That is an interesting question. Would I do competitive again? If I had the time, probably. The thing is, I got into competitive when I was in I think, high school, college, uni. And then I just... Like, I just went out of it at Gen 6, and I feel like it won't be a harsh level, learning curve as to what competitive's like now. It's not like something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I dipped out in the start of Synchro, and now I'd have to learn a whole new bunch of mechanics. But I'd feel there's a steep learning curve, but I don't know. I don't have the time anymore. I'm a busy person. Like, in terms of what I do outside of streaming, like, I know how much time it takes to actually build a competitive team. It's probably, to be fair, it probably takes less time than what it used to. Due to, like, the mints. That is the worst thing ever. Remember when I say play around crits? That is why. Because you can get crit on a bide, and then, oh, all hell breaks loose. Okay. I'd definitely consider playing, doing competitive again, but I need the time, like, I'd have to be lucky enough to stream full time, and then, and not be doing stuff outside, and then I could put together a team. Like I said, I just don't have the time, unfortunately. It's a thing I do miss, though. Yeah, that's true, but unfortunately, I don't have stats moves at the moment, do I? I think I might do now. Do I get Stun Spore? I just don't have time to build, like, to play on Scarlet and Violet that much, like, outside of, like, my free, like, this moment in time in gaming, like, this gaming time I have now is pretty much all the time I have, like, outside of stuff. When real life gets in the way of what stuff you want to do. I do get Stun Spore at level 7. Okay, and thank you. Did I get all the trainers in here? Leech Seed level 10. Yeah, Leech Seed will be using against Brawly? Question mark? You don't need to list off the whole line. I'm pretty... I'll look it up if I need. If I need to know what moves I learn. But I'm pretty familiar with Shroomishes, to be fair. Okay, what we'll do is I think we'll probably end this on the first gym, just because I've been going for more than 3 hours. We do get Mach Punch on Evolve, though, I remember that. What level does Breloom evolve at? Because I forgot that last time, whenever I last evolved a Breloom, for reasons. Is it level 23? 23, yeah. I thought it was 24 and got punished for it. This was not in a previous run on the channel, this is just... I was doing runs in my own time. Now we go back through all the other trainers and beat them up. Hopefully get a Dustox, because if we get a Dustox, oh boy. I am a happy camper. Yeah, I already need. I think I'm gonna. You think the thing is though, you lose out if you do delay the evolution on Shroomish. Don't you lose out on the fighting moves it gets, like Mach Punch, which is very helpful. Bear in mind, I used to use a Breloom on one of my competitive teams long ago. This was around X and Y. It's alright. Well, hey. Of all the details in Pokemon, I would rather you tell me I'd rather you be telling me stuff, and I learn as well, and we both learn if we do cock up and do something stupid. Like, I'll tell you this now. I'm not going to use Poison Sting on this Wurmple because it has Shield Dust. It took me ages. To be fair, is Breloom... actually, is Breloom viable in the Elite Four? I know it obviously hard counters Sydney. We'll go into Button, finish it off. It's not going to be good against... Actually, no, it'll be okay against Glacier due to the fighting types. Yeah, Breloom actually is an E4 Mon when you think about it, because it especially in this game when Wallace is the champion and not Steven. Even Glacier, to be fair, because you have to think if you're hitting Mach Punches for stab, bearing in mind that's a 130 base attack, I think it is for Breloom if I'm not mistaken. Why am I absorbing on with Button? You are hitting a lot of Mons for a lot of damage. It's just, you know, hopefully you don't get blizzarded into oblivion. Yeah, Mach Punch is only 40, true. But it's just the fact that its base power is so big. And, yeah, no Technician, of course, it's Effect Spore. That's the reason I used to play, a Breloom on my team and use Mach Punch, Rock Tomb, and Bullet Sleed, I think I used to use. Or maybe I switched out the grass move. I used to use Bullet Seed, but then I think I might have changed it. Do I want to heal up? I would like to. Come on, buddy. Yeah, Technician is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ability that makes Breloom... It used to make it competitive in Pokemon. I don't know what it's like now. Bullet Seed is... yeah, it's 5, yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I used to play Bullet Seed because you were hitting for... Technician is a 1.5 times boost, isn't it? And Bullet Seed, I think, is 10 or 15. So you're either hitting it for 15 or I think 20? No, I can't do quick maths in my head. I'd have to get out a calculator. I used to be good in maths. At college I did A-level maths. I can't now. That's the one thing. I did college at A-level maths and it ruined maths for me. In high school, I didn't mind doing it. Like, I used to enjoy, strangely enough, doing algebra and mathematics. But you just get when it just became more about the. It became more. You learned more about like certain formulas and it got a lot more algebraic, and I just, yeah. It got too complex. In layman's terms, it got too complex, and it didn't make it fun anymore. I think that's a problem a lot of schools have a problem with, is actually getting people infused in the subjects that they want to teach them. Like, they tried, like, physics, for example, in A-level. I've been over this before, but it is a true statement. On one of the topics that's called cosmology, right? Would it not be an improvement if you're going to market people into doing physics and a certain type of physics called cosmology and just call it space physics? Space physics sounds so much cooler. Oh yeah, bearing in mind you have a chance to crit on every individual Bullet Seed as well. Beautiful. Okay, fingers crossed for the Cascoon. Even it's a Silcoon, we'll still use it, but Cascoon's better. Come on! That's a Silcoon. That is definitely a Silcoon. That's the Silcoon model. Trust me. Nah, you can't get everything our own way. How long does PokeLink take for it to display? There we go. It sucks, but it's what can you do, eh? We can still use it against we can still use it against Brawly. We just have to use setup Shroomish Leech Seed, which is likely because he tends to bulk up first turn. We'll struggle, but we will get through it because of the quad resist. Okay. That's the cocoon we wanted. Do I? It's just going to take me a little bit. Yeah, we'll do it this way, just for the damage. I don't want you to hear speed up because I don't want to hear speed up. It sounds awful. It's an offense on the ears. We got Stun Spore now. Then we move on to this guy, who I believe has tuning cards, right? We'll sub out and swap back in with Mudkip. Okay, and then Water Gun to take the XP. I don't want to get leech. I don't want to get leech life for half health. We've got the item there. We can't use cut yet because we've not got the gym badge. So any actual, do any of the Pokemon I know learn cut? Or use, can they use cut? What do I want on this guy? Yeah. Hey, when I was doing competitive, I wasn't brilliant, wasn't fantastic by any stretch of the imagination. Yep, 5, okay, so that wouldn't have been a crit, but now the next turn will be. Yeah, I like learning things. I sometimes just get bored and you look up weird things, you look up like certain things that just pique your interest. I do it all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if I had some form of ADD. I don't like. I'm not going because I don't want to find out because I don't really bothered. But the fact my attention sways so much just from one thing to another, I wouldn't be surprised if I have it. I am. For example, if I have a project to do and the deadline is set for X day, it will be on X day when I submit. Okay. We've not got any tail whips yet, have we? On the Shroomish. That was 1 health point? Only 1 health point? Sad. Very sad. Okay, we're in crit range, which means probably gonna have to switch out into something else, which will probably be... You can take a crit tackle, right? 5. You can take 1 more hit. So provided you can two-shot this thing, which you can, because you're a beast. Okay. I'll heal up and then come back to this trainer, because she has a couple grass types, and I can get back for some levels on that. Yeah, like I said, we'll do all the trainers here. We will do the gym leader, and then we're probably going to end it for today. Probably. I might stretch it to the May fight. Maybe. We will be fighting May. I will try and do as many battles as I can. God damn it. I can't even be mad at you for making a maybe joke. But I'll take it. I'm not mad at you. I can't be. I'm a sucker for dad jokes. Tapped. Okay, Magikarp should be easy enough. I'm interested to think what you guys think the Pokemon I'll use for Roxanne is, because I have a few options, don't I? I'm definitely... I mean, Mudkip is nice. But I know I can do it with Shroomish. Oh, I'll definitely be taking free... Well, the ruling I do have is that I have, because I have to put free Pokemon in. What I'll probably do is I'll probably be leveling up... I'll probably be leveling up Mudkip and... Button, but I'm pretty confident I can beat Roxanne with a single Shroomish. Oh well. I do love Emerald though. I love some of the weird sprites they have. I think I've said it before, I usually prefer the Fire Red, Leaf Green sprites to the Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire ones. But to be fair, Emerald does have some peak sprites as well. Yeah, I just want to get Thingy to level 10. And like I said, because I'll put in that cap of 5 levels, I can always just level up Ernesto to 12 using rare candies. Okay. I think that's what I'll do. I'll put like I'll instantiate like rare candies. So you have to be in like a 5 level gap of the level cap. Whenever we get to the point when we can face a gym leader. Something like that. I just love being in this game, man. I just love playing old Pokemon. It's fun. Like, Gen 3, Gen 4 were my... Like, they're mine... Like, Gen 3 to Gen 5 is my nostalgia period. You say, do you want to play this game? I'm like, yeah, sure, anytime. Just because I know what I'm going to get out of it. I know I'm going to enjoy it, because it's what I enjoyed when I was younger. Molto bene. Jesus, that's what time it is? Oh, sorry, I didn't look. It's half 7 where I am. I didn't realize it was that late. Time goes by when you're having fun, I guess. Or just being stressed out because you can't get the right encounters. More likely that. Yeah, same time. Okay. Or we can check the clock, but the clock won't be accurate. In terms of the in-game clock. Did I get the Premier Ball and Quick Claw? No, I did not. Let's go get those, and we'll hit the gym. Favorite ball? The best ball. I'll have no slander against the Premier Ball. It is not a Pokeball. Even though its catch rate's the exact same as a Pokeball. It's cool and stylish. I'll have no slander against it. Okay, we got cut. Oh, I like how I have 2 Silcoons on the screen at the moment. Sometimes it does that, but when I'm switching, it just doesn't read it. It should sort itself out soon, though. And then when I switch Pokemon back. Okay, Quick Claw, Quick Claw, Quick Claw. I just love how, like, I don't know, like, I think they did a really good job, and as well in Platinum, of just making these cities, just adding little touches to make certain cities look better than what they did in the original game. Like, for some, I don't know what they did to Rustboro City, but it just feels different than what it did in Ruby and Sapphire. Can't put my finger on what. But this looks different. Okay then. Button Up and I guess Axel will try and get you to that level 12 and try and get you as close to level cap as you can without keeling over. I don't know about you guys, I'm not a big fan of Geodude's sprite in this game. I don't know why. It just doesn't do it for me. To me, I'm looking for the Pokemon to look like what they do in the anime, I guess, and what they look like in the concept art. And I always thought, like, the Fire Red, Leaf Green sprite of Geodude was just perfect. To be fair, we're going to talk about sprites that don't look how I think they should look. I think Geodude's sprite in Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl looks eh. I think they lost a lot of emotion in when they did the design in Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl for Geodude. This looks very grey. Oh yeah, we'll also try and do double battles when we can. Bear in mind, if we do not do a double battle due to my stupidity of not timing a run correctly to when they go into the same when they look at the same place, that's not on me. I mean, it's on me, but I'm not resetting for it. I'm thinking how much damage does killing one Geodude do? And will I overlevel due to it? Okay, in 73, so that's 146 EXP left. What says you, Mudkip? You can suck up that EXP all day. Cool. That's a good boy. The good thing is, if Lotad can learn Cut, I can get in that additional area after I get the gym badge, which would be nice. Usually, if I went for the Pokemon I wanted, I'm not going to the gym leader just yet. I'm not that confident just yet. We need a couple little more boosts of a level before I'm happy with what we've got. Okay, and this guy, if I remember correctly, has a Machop. So, no boosts, no poison sting. Also, no poison stings. We try and just beat him on damage. Get ready. This is where we could lose a Pokemon. Believe me, we could. He racks up a couple Leers and a Focus Energy, but I don't switch out. Or he racks up Focus Energy and gets a couple crits. We are in the big poo-poo. I can survive I think I can survive one crit Leer. If he Leers me twice, we might have a problem. Beautiful. That's probably the easiest Machop I'm ever gonna have. Usually they come out and just start throwing low kicks, karate chops, even counters. Oh yeah, there is a slack off in Petalburg Gym that I know has counter. And I know that everybody who plays this game gets countered on it. Because people don't remember that slack off has a counter. And I too have been a victim of the slack off. So much that it's been scarred in my memory. 219. Okay. Oh, there is a slack off in Norman's gym. Believe that. There is a slack off in that gym that knows counter. I just think Well, sometimes people just get lucky because people go for special moves. You know, at that point you have a fairly good conglomeration of special moves, I guess. I can't remember what room it's called. I'll have to have a look it up. I'll have to look it up, but I'm certain there is a dude with a slack off. I don't want to look it up personally because I don't want to look at what the gym trainers are. I think that's bad. I think I don't mind looking up gym leaders, but gym trainer, when you're looking up every individual trainer, you know what I mean? Is it really fun? Or because you can be, I like getting out sniped by something like I do like getting countered. It's a nice reset sort of thing where you go, oh, cool, okay, this guy's got counter, that's bad, and then you lose mons from it. It's all about that's the fun bit of Nuzlocking, when you lose a Pokemon because you don't expect it. Beautiful. Now an Incada should come out, if I remember correctly. I believe that the slack off is in the recovery room. I'm squinting my eyes as to not look at the other trainers. Yeah, the recovery room, I believe it's called. Okay. And then just peck. We will be going through all of those rooms, by the way. Because we'll definitely need the EXP from where we're at. Also, EVs are fun. Like I said, I won't EV train, but if there's a battle that I can win, and potentially get EVs off that, yeah, sure. Shroomish, I can beat you with Silcoon. I think. Poison sting away, buddy. Not the best thing to get off the start, but hey ho. And I got one more hit on this Batra. And of course, when I am going to switch out, you get the poison. Could you have not got it a couple turns before? Please. I guess I'll leave the Shroomish for the Geodudes that are coming up. Hopefully I don't get effect spored. That'd be bad. I'll take it over getting poisoned or put to sleep. I'm already slow as it is. Probably should put you second and keep Axel out of it. Hello there, Ninkada. Goodbye now, Ninkada. Hence the reason, because I don't look up individual trainers, is the reason I don't get Nincada. Ninjask is nice with Baton Pass, but this is the reason I don't want to look up stuff like that. Look up each individual trainer in this game, because I could get Shedinja, and then I'd just be going for every other trainer and going to be like, well, this guy can't beat me because he doesn't have this move, so I'll just use Shedinja. And then the game becomes boring. Like, barring legendaries, Shedinja would be a Pokemon I would ban if I was scouting every other trainer. But because I don't, I'm fine with it. Come on. Dude, line up. God damn it. He wouldn't line up with the rest of his compatriots. I was not happy. Gotta be wary of getting XP on button. Just because of grass types have a high they level up really quickly compared to other Pokemon, and this will get me a lot of XP. So what I might do is I might swap out the first turn. Put Ernesto in and try and hit that way, because how close am I to getting a level up here? 146. And that'll be 73, but now it won't be because it's less. So I'll take the Sunspot. I will take the Jesus Christ. What's the chances of getting crit twice, eh? Oh, he is playing the game, isn't he? He is playing the getting staticked all the way to Kingdom Come. Now get all that succulent health back up, Ernesto. You're gonna be my third Pokemon if Nosepass and Mudkip get crit. Or not, if Shroomish and Mudkip get crit. Lovely bit of shed skin there. Finally. Bada boom! Dead rock. So how close are we to gain a level up? Button. I don't want to switch in, I just want to have a gander. 98. This Shroomer should take us to somewhere near 98. Lovely. Hmm. I'll switch out, go to button to get some extra added experience. There's no way that 62 on a low tad will be fine. Just means I don't have to grind, and I've already edged Shroomish up to level 12. Makes me a happy boy. Yeah, but I can't wait till I finish, to be fair, because I really want to go look at Resident Evil 4, because that's one of my favourite games. Just, not in terms of storyline, the storyline's quite bad, actually, but I just want to see what it looks like, because Resident Evil 2 Remake was, beautiful. Fine. Probably one of the, probably, and this is very high praise, this is probably one of the best games of the best games in the last 5 years was probably, actually no, not 5 years, because I think Resident Evil 2 Remake came out a bit before 5 years, might have been like 6 or 7. But it's probably, after the last decade, one of the better games to come out. Yeah, if we didn't get Lotad, we were going to go in with Beautifly and Absorb. Maybe I should have kept Harden for Vital Throwing. That would have actually been a good strategy. Ah, well. We make mistakes, we'll learn from them. I'll make 100 mistakes before I even get to the second gym in this Nuzlocke, apparently. What do we want now? Looking for a Whismer, because we can only get Whismer in this cave. Interestingly enough, even if you rock smash them, there is no chance. All those rock smash rocks, you can't get them in Ruby Sapphire Emerald. They are not containing a Geodude chance. But strange enough, they fixed it in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where they are, for some reason. Okay, and this is the Whismer we're using. So, Button, get your tight little cheeks in here. We're using the Stun Spore. Maybe we're not. Okay, and then we'll absorb out of range. And get some of our health back, provided the fact we don't crit. Okay, and we are still not within crit range. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Beautiful. I'm gonna call you Boombox, and I'm probably not use you. That's what I mean, you get a lot of encounters early on, but you need those encounters to be good, so the encounters you get later on in the game are not as vital, or I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. The encounters initially are for me a lot more important than what they say. Like, you got 5 gym badges, encounters don't count as much. Damn, that's a lot of health. But I'll take a crit with Ernesto. Unfortunate paralyze. I'll take a gamble. Just to get some more chip on it. And then I will switch to something that you know, they can probably deal with it. Should have probably healed someone, to be fair, in all honesty. We'll go with Batra. Okay, it's probably quicker, can absorb. We'll be fine. Probably? Okay, that's every trainer here, barring these fellas who we cannot get because we need to use cut. Okay, and also I'm going to heal up with Taylor and get ourselves out of here. We'll heal up and then come back and edge Ernesto. Like I said for rare candies, as long as we get to the gym leader and he's in within 5 levels, which he is, I can use him. I can add rare candies to him, and we've got a team. I think that's a fair thing to do, because it takes away from your team if you have to like EXP share him later. So I think that's a nice little thing to put on, just to nice little like added rule, just so it makes it harder. So you don't just, you know, say we do get Bagon, say we get very lucky in Meteor Falls, we run into the chance Bagon, we get it, we're happy, we're jumping up and down, you know, Tom Cruise on Oprah's sofa, that sort of happiness. You know, just jumping on the, just pounding that couch like there's no tomorrow. I want to be able to use Shelgon in battles, because I want the ability to lose Shelgon in battles. I don't just want to pull out, you know, shove Bagon in the box, there, we'll see you in the Elite Four, boy, and then have you there. I don't like that. I like the ability to have him in battles. It's why I like Emerald Kaizo, I think, is brilliant. Because Emerald Kaizo gives you the ability, or makes it so you have to use every single Pokemon and get the best. Get the best out of every single Mon that you can. Because otherwise you will get punished and you will lose your Mons. So, like I said, we'll rare candy Ernesto. I'm not that bothered about edging him, to be fair. I should, in theory. But I do believe that this battle will be won by a Shroomish. You just gotta trust me. Do I put the Oranberry on, or do I play slow? Or do I play a bit and hope for the Quick Claw? I think I go for the added health, just in case he crits. That might be a problem. Or just in case she crits. Okay, I think we will do the fight with May. What do you guys think? Oranberry or Quick Claw? I think Oranberry. Okay, get ready to see 4 hours into the day. Finally, we get to the first gym leader. God, that's something I am ashamed to say. Okay, now. Hopefully, the problem is with this is he can Rock Tomb me. And he can drop my speed, which is a problem against Nose Pass. But I think, due to this, which we'll see in a minute, because the good thing is about him getting damage on us, and the fact that Button can't hit, or can't crit, also he can't one-shot them, is because we waste his potions up. So then when we actually get to Nose Pass, he only has the Nose Pass with the Citrus Berry, which is pretty good. Hence why I wanted to use Button instead of Mudkip, because Mudkip one-shots these guys, no problem. That's bad. That's very bad. Because of... I was expecting that to one-shot. Hopefully he'll use a potion and we will heal back. There we go. Actually, no, that's very good, actually. I'm stupid. I've just explained my strategy and then forgotten my strategy in a period of, like, 30 seconds. Do you see what I mean with what I mean when I say I might have ADHD when my attention just flits? This Nosepass has a tendency to use Harden first. So, we're going to go for the Leech Seed, we're going to go for the Stun Spore. We'll see how this goes, okay? Basically, what we want to do... oh, he also has a tendency to use Block. So that gives us another turn as well. If I lose now, and I lose Button, I'm going to seem like an idiot. Because I've literally just explained everything that can happen, and then I still lose a Pokemon. Okay, and we should be okay from this position. Now it's just absorb our way through. Bearing in mind, we still have our Oran Berry. We just have to hope he misses a Rock Tomb or two. Or doesn't crit. 3 Rock Tomb debuffs. But we basically get our health back. Nosepass is a very forgettable Pokemon. In terms of, like... I mean, looking at him, no, he's not, but... in terms of the fact where you forget where he... Like, what game he's in, like... If I said to you, without obviously playing this game... Or the standard Pokemon player, if I said to you, do you think Nosepass... Well, what generation is Nosepass in? I think you'd get a very mixed answer. Of what the actual... Of what the, you know, answers would be. I think some people would think he's in Gen 2 because he's a singular Pokemon who's like got average stats. I think a lot of people, or the majority of people, would still get right with Gen 3 because people just... Because, you know, people tend to be correct most of the time and they know something. People might say Gen 4 because of Probopass. Okay, but we've wasted the potions. We are using Absorb. And the Leech Seed should kill here, so provided the fact he does not crit Rock Tomb me, I think we win. Clean. That's the unfortunate thing, though. We do get rid of the Oran Berry, hence why I was umming and ahhing over playing it, because I was like, if I do not get good, and we do get speed dropped, is there an issue there of me not being able to use Button effectively as I can do? Is that good, Tootle? I can't remember how good Dreadnought is in terms of a Pokemon. I'll admit, I actually did use one on my team in... Yeah, I'll agree with that. Instead of Grass and Bug, it's pretty good. I will zip my mouth now, and I've been shunned. Okay, and since that was an easy battle, let's get a hard one. Let's finish off today with taking down May. May, if I remember correctly, for this point in the game, I think the programmers, or the people who were making the encounters for this game, or the Pokemon for this game, forgot that, forgot something very important. Very important. Or am I thinking of something different? Actually, I might be thinking of something different, so bear with me. In the... What's the word? Ominous? No, infamous battle on Route 110 with your rival. Everyone knows about that one. What happens, or what can happen... We're taking Boombox. I'm sorry, Puccina, but... On the infamous Route 110, she has a Slugma. Now, how did she get this Slugma? I'd assume she went over to what's-his-name first, and technically she must already have the third gym badge to get Slugma by that point. The problem is, she does not have Slugma. I know. Do not say it. Hold the line. Be the bigger man and do not say Slugma. You know, what you want to say after it. Be the bigger person. Yeah, I know Chuck Z's already gone down that road. He's already said it once. Can't do anything. he is a lost... Oh, they are a lost cause. Yeah, the Macago line sucks, and again, like we were saying about Nosepass, if you wouldn't know what generation of Pokemon they're in. How many people would you think would get the fact that Slugma is a Generation 2 Mon and not Generation 3? Because he's only available in Mount Silver, and people forget that in Generation 2. He's a very late game Mon. Another reason why Gen 2 is the worst generation. Backs my argument. The fact that you get a load of Pokemon in weird locations right at the end of the game. Like, I think you can only get certain Pokemon in Mount Silver, which you have to defeat 16... Bear in mind, you have 16 gym badges to get. And then you can get some certain Pokemon. I believe, like, Larvitar's only found in Mount Silver, if I remember correctly. Maybe Dark Cave, I'm not so certain about that. But the fact you can only get certain Mons at certain points... Oh, I'm just saying I find it interesting how if I asked a person what generation is this Pokemon from, how many of them would know, you know? Because I think a lot of people would say Slugma's a Gen 3 Mon, because it's openly used a lot more in Generation 3 than Generation 2, where you don't really see it. Same with something like Meryl. Meryl is a lot more affluent, in a lot more, what's the word? A lot more here. I just find it interesting how many people would remember that. And you want to know a fun fact about Pokemon? There is actually knowledge as to where our family came from in terms of what city we came from before we ended up in Little Root Town, and that is actually we came from Johto. We came from Olivine, I believe. I believe it's somewhere in the I can't remember where, but there's some dialogue that gives it away. The fact that we came from Olivine in... Ooh, that's a nice... Who doesn't love a naughty Gyarados? We can actually go through these here, actually. If we have a Pokemon that can use Cut. Okay, so Ernesto lets us down. Sad Mexican noises. Ooh, Grubbin's cool as well. I like Grubbin. I love its evolution more. I love that. I love that little girl. I mean, I know people say he's a boss, and he is. But isn't there like a thing in the anime where they are literally in sort of like little cars? I love Charjabug. It's such... It tickles me as a Pokemon. Oddish is okay. A Lax. See, I'm not familiar with natures, hence why I have my nature table up always. So Lax is defense, special defense. That's okay. You can deal with that. It's not. It's bearable. The only thing you got to watch out for is probably you'd want it the other way around. You'd want your special defense to be up because Oddish has a lot more special defensive Pokemon that can hit, or special defensive moves that hit, but it's not bad. Sassy, a sassy Grookey is okay. I can't remember if Rillaboom is what Rillaboom's stats are. Is it quick? Obviously, Sassy being a speed down nature. And Charjabug is based, indeed. Like, I try and see if I can find a picture why we're battling this Poochyena here. But there's an episode in the anime where Charjabug's like in a go-kart, like, and it's powering it. And I find that to just be adorable. Okay, and I think I found it. Just let me get the image up. We'll get out of Rustboro. I'll get out of this route or when we enter a new encounter. Okay, just let me get this in. Cool. Okay, so why I'm dealing damage to this. Here is what Charjabug, this is what Charjabug looks like in the anime, or what I've seen it to be in the anime. Which I think is beautiful. All I'm going to say is Mario Kart Hoenn. And I'll leave it at that. When is Charjabug going to be put into Mario Kart? It's just a little race car, and I love it. Yeah, also the shiny Genesect car as well. It's two shinies in one, because it's a shiny Charjabug. Because it's... I love stupid stuff like that. I'm a sucker for Pokemon like that. It makes it funny. I think in the episode, like, there's like, they're actually like it's actually a race. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it. But they're all in like in these little like cars, and it's literally like Cars the film. I think in terms of like the battling each. It's like NASCAR but for Charjabugs. It's mental. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure with Rillaboom. I'm not a big fan of really any of the Gen 8 starters, I think. Like Rillaboom, I was expecting more and I just don't particularly like it in terms of design. Cinderace is probably the best out of the bunch. And I can't remember what the water one is, which tells you everything and you need to know about it, I guess. What was the water start again in Gen 8? Okay, hello, Mr. Stone. Please give me the Pokénav. What is the Gen 8 water starter? I can't remember it. Oh yes, the pencil-necked chameleon. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a shame, because I really like the idea of it. I just don't like the design of it. I mean, to be fair, it's better than the Generation 7 starter for the water Pokemon. And I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, I like Poplio in terms of the way it looks. But I really hate how it evolves in terms of the fact that it can be male. Like, I'm sorry, but every time I see Poplio, all I can think of is going... Like, it ruined it. Oh yeah, the gym badge, you are correct. I forgot. Okay, and boop. Yep, thank you for noticing, because I would not have remembered that. I like the design of it. It's just the fact that it's... If it was only a female Pokemon, I'd really love it. But the fact that it can be male sort of damages in it. Like, to me, if you're gonna make a Pokemon like that, it has to be outright that gender in terms of, like, you know, because it's a Pokemon, it happens naturally. Yeah, Roxanne's level cap is 15. We're doing it to the lowest one in terms of 12. Because Geodude was 12. Brawly will be 16 because that's what his Meditite and Machop are. But yeah, like, say like Pokemon like... Yeah, I thought come on. If I'd... Right, okay. If I was doing it level 19, I'd sweep through with Guts Tailo. We're making it spicy. But yeah, like, Mr. Mime should only be a Mister. You know what I mean? It only should be male. I don't know why they don't change it. When you have Pokemon that are outright... are very distinctive with male and female characteristics, I don't know why they don't do that. Yeah, exactly. They did it before with Nidoran and Nidoran female. It's not like they've not set the precedent before. By the way, I passed Mr. Brian Pelberg Woods. Guess on his way home. How's your Pokedex coming along? I'm gonna say no because I need to get my I need to get my what Pokemon does she have first? I can't remember. I think it's Wingull. I'm not certain. I might start off with Axel, and we'll work our way there. Okay, let's do it. Should have put the Quick Claw on, shouldn't I? Well, sucks to be me. You cannot breed Nidoqueen if I remember correctly. Okay, and here goes nothing. We are going to be very reliant on here on how many growls she does and when she hits Supersonic. Come on. Really? She does tend to go for Growl, but I know Supersonic is the move she does like to go for. There it is! That's our 1930s man with a funny moustache. Oh, well, brilliant. I'll take that. Ah, nice crit! Oh, she doesn't have Torkoal here. This is why I was thinking. Okay, if you don't know, because I was talking about Slugma before, in the game, if you pick Torchic, I think... No, is it Torchic? It might be Torchic. It's either Torchic or Trico. She'll have a level 15, or whatever the level Wingull was, Torkoal. And by God, for early game, that is destroying to see. Because it will eat you and spit you out. You got my attention magic. What do you need me for? Okay, and here's what we're gonna do. Peck for the damage. He will quick attack. Yep, yep, hence why we didn't go for... I can't remember if it's Trico or Torchic. I will look it up while we're doing this. But trust me, you can get it. I will just have a look, because it's in Rustboro City. Do I go for the quick attack here? He's probably looking at... He probably can roll, because we leered twice. He probably can get the quick attack crit, so I'm going to switch to Batra. We could have switched to Button, but... Ah, well. Yeah, I will. Here we go. Emerald, and it is... May... If I choose... Torchic. Okay, yeah. Level 13 Torkoal with Smog, Ember, and a lovely move. A beautiful destroying move called Curse. Which, if you don't know what Curse is... Put it this way. As long as it's... As long as you don't have a Ghost type, it sucks. Yeah, if you pick Torchic. You get Torkoal and Mudkip. Yeah. Yeah, basically, if it's not Ghost type, you get a boost of attack and defense with a speed minus, which. Oh boy, let me tell you, on a Torkoal, which is already bulky, and is slow, let's just say you ain't killing that thing. When I was practicing, just for, like, this was ages ago, it might have been before the first Emerald Nuzlocke I attempted, which was different rules, different time, way long ago. I remember trying... Oh, it kind of... I'll check. It has white smoke, not shell armor, in the Rustboro battle, so... You're fine. We can't get here, unfortunately. We don't have a Pokemon that knows cuts. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Torkoal has 470 in terms of a base stat. Mudkip's is 310. That's over 100. Yeah, Shell Armor and Battle Armor, they are different abilities but do the same thing, right? I'm sure it is. But for now, we will be heading to Rustboro. I need to get a Repel. So what we'll do is we'll head to Rustboro, we'll get to... No, not Rustboro, Dewford. We'll get to Dewford. Oh, we already have a Repel. Splendid. Then just check on my balls, check on my potions, check on getting some of these status items that I really need, just in case. We don't need to get an escape rope, we get one in Granite Cave itself. We can sell a couple of these X items, because we're not going to be able to use them, unfortunately. Bear in mind, X items are broken, and if you don't think that, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, after 4 hours, we have a run together. Makes me a happy boy. But for now, we'll just go to Dewford and we'll end the episode here. That is true. You can... Even if you have Thingy, you have Mudkip, you can use Mud Slap and just accuracy drop your way out of it. There are ways to get around Torkoal, but the thing is, I think she has Slugma otherwise later on in the game. So why don't she use Slugma then? Because she does have a Wingull later on in the game, and I believe she uses Lombre as well. Oh, sorry, not Mudkip. I'm talking Wibble. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right there, Complex. You're right there. You're right there. Well, if you get Torchic, you can use Meryl or Wingull. Yeah. Yes, you can. Never mind me. Don't listen to me. You cannot get Mudkip because you already picked your starter as Torchic, which then you have to get... Because you have to get Torkoal or Torchic to get Torkoal. Yeah. I'm talking absolute garbage. Yeah, but, so we're here. Do we want to try and get our encounter in for today on the... I guess we'll go see... Yeah, we'll go see Steven and end it for today. Get the Silk Scarf. Get the couple hidden items that are hidden around here. Get the old rod. We're not going to use it at this point. I mean, to be fair, if a Zigzagoon can, if a Zigzagoon can stop Birch in his tracks, I'm pretty sure we could probably steal all of his starters if we get one of them off the chance. If we get one of them by helping him. We just never have to come home again. Because he's going to be like, yeah, so, you stole my Pokemon. I can't remember if there's a hidden item around here. I think there is, but I just can't remember where. In terms of the... There is one up here as well. Okay, so we are going to be using Batra, we're going to be using Earhart, and we are going to be using Button for the Dewford battle. I got the old rod, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. One thing I will admit is, there's a big plus on where Emerald, a big plus to Emerald and not Ruby and Sapphire is they get the little icons. Yeah, we did get the Silk Scarf. We just have to beat a couple of trainers. Oh yeah, all we have to do is beat a couple of trainers here. Go onto the get repel while we're in Granite Cave. Get down to floor 1, I believe, or floor B1, whatever you want to call it. I tend to use Vigoroth over Slacking, personally. Just because Truant is just not good. I'd rather be doing more, like, I think if you add up the damage, I think you can do more damage with Vigoroth on 2 turns than Slacking on 1. So, I don't like... I mean, the only time Slacking probably is decent... I mean, it's decent all game because of just its raw power, but... Vigoroth also gets Yawn. It gets Slack Off, if I'm not mistaken, which is a healing move. It's been a long time since I've used a Slack Off anywhere. That's a Pokemon I used to use in a Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I used to use Slack Off. I used to love that little guy. I respect its work ethic. Let's try and boost up Batra a little bit. There is an item, I think, in that rock that's just above us, and I think there's a Pokeball on the left of where we're going to head. Not into Granite Cave, but outside of it. Yeah, Encore, again. One of the most broken moves in Pokemon if you can make it work. Unlike Lenoir, who cannot. Unfortunate, but true. Okay. Now the tentacle. Beautiful, molto bene. Oh, that's a shame. The stream's gone for a minute. I'll just sort that out. It's been good today, to be fair. Usually it's pedantic and it sometimes cuts out. I'm sorry about that. I'll try and fix it. Hopefully that'll work. I know my internet isn't the best, and I apologise for that, but I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Beautiful. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, sorry about that. That happens sometimes. Sometimes my internet just cuts out. It's just... Over here in Britain, we do not have good internet, and where I am, or compared to like Europe and certain things like that, and it's worse here because we have our the place where we are, like I guess our estate, if you want to call it that, like bunch of houses, like little cul-de-sacs. Now we need to get to the floor below us, so we put on button as to not get hit by anything. We do repel, right? I'm not. Yeah, unfortunately, I can play around a crit. I can't play around dodgy internet. Yeah, I did use the repel. Good. Good. So now we'll get the escape route. I don't know how many people did this. I never used flash in this section. The way I do it is just hit the wall and hope. It's not like it's a very good cave in terms of... It's not like it's a very thinky cave, very structured cave. But anyway, this seems a good place as any. There's the Makuhita. Okay, we didn't get Aaron, but it's okay. We can deal with Makuhita. What do we want to call him? Start thinking up names. It wanted to be a part of the team. It's why it grins profusely. We can wait for Aaron. Aaron is only... The reason I wanted Aaron is just because it's very bulky. And it means I can sub him in on a lot of mons that just can't hit around it because they don't have the moves to do so. Late game it gets worse because you're basically dealing with water mons every other turn. Fat Pikachu. I don't know. It looks... I see where you're coming from with the Fat Pikachu. My voice is going because I've not got what's his name. It's what is it based on? Is it based on a sumo wrestler? I don't actually know what Maki is based off of. Oh, it's a sumo wrestler. Okay. Okay, and I have an idea. Which makes sense. And because I am a wrestling fan, I think it, like, in terms of, like, wrestling, in terms of professional wrestling, in terms of WWE, stuff like that, I have an idea. Sumo Chu's also an interesting one. I think I know. I think I know what I'm going to call it. Get in the ball, Maku. You are seeing the prototype for the Brawly Gym battle, ladies and gentlemen. Only difference is we're getting hit by Vital Throw and not Arm Thrust. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with it, and I'm gonna name it a 90s, a certain 90s wrestler that is definitely, most definitely Japanese. Yeah, I understand why they have, why they make all the clones of Pikachu. I just don't get why. It's like, huh? That is an interesting thing of why it's called Makuhita. Is it just me who used to do this, by the way? Whenever trying to catch a Pokemon, I used to smash the hell out of the L and R buttons and the A and B buttons. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that would work when trying to catch a Pokemon. It just seemed to help. Yeah, I used to just slam the keys repeatedly. And no wonder that somehow my Game Boy Advance SP still all the buttons work naturally. Okay, moment of truth time. I'm gonna call you after the great Samoan, because he was Samoan. He wasn't Japanese, although he was meant to be Samoan. I'm gonna call you Yokozuna. Okay, and now we just have to get out of this cave. It's a shame we didn't get Aaron. Learned some good moves early on. Early headbutt's nice, Metal Cloth, the attack boost, Iron Defense is pretty good. Oh, hello the thing that should have turned up instead of Makuhita. Would have been a shame if you didn't show up now just to insult my... I don't know what I want to call it. But again, the chances of me getting the correct Pokemon are slim to none, even when I play around for percentages. We can get an Aggron later on. I think we can get in Victory Road. Is Aggron that good in terms of when we get it in Victory Road? I don't think so. And here it comes. Yeah, I'm spinning in the dark. What are Pokemon going to think of me? That is a good point. See, that's why it was the Makuhita. It looked at it. It was like, I'm here for the spin, buddy. I've got you covered. Yeah, Aggron is really good in certain battles in terms of what he can do because he can wall things. He's also very bad in the fact that you've just said it yourself. He's got 4 times weaknesses. There's not a lot you can do about that. Yeah, we'll just get to Steven, we'll get out, and then we'll end. I just wanted to do that because then next time we don't have to start by having a 5 to 10 minute grind of just trying to find a Pokemon. Yeah, I feel like Aaron is okay in certain fights. Another problem with Aaron is the fact his special defense is so low. Yeah. Good point. Good point. It's a miracle it's viable at all, to be fair, yeah. Its typing does not help it. Yeah, that is weird. Like, I can never take things seriously in Pokemon because they never take themselves seriously in the first place. Yeah, that's why I wanted Aaron, man. The resists. It Steel type, before they changed it, was the greatest defensive type. Oh, it probably still is the greatest defensive type. I haven't, but like I said, I've not played competitive in a while, so I wouldn't know. But early, like, oh, it's beautiful. The thing is, in Pokemon, you'd think natural catastrophes would be happening all the time. Yeah, he survived because of his HP EVs. Hey, nah, he survived because he was a ground type and had the lightning rod ability. Big brain. Or, in fact, he was a lantern. Oh, are you checking IVs as well? I've not checked any IVs on these Pokemon. I usually do after the stream, just to check, like, gauge what I can do. You know what I mean? I never check IVs unless I need to. Like I said, the only time I use PK Hex is for editing money and editing, rare candies. Plus, you guys would call me out on it if I did change IVs or EVs. You could tell instantly. Yep, that is why Steel has 10 resists, 1 immunity, and 6... Oh, in Gen 6 onwards? Really? Is that what it has? I thought they lowered that thing with like Dark being now considered not neutral. That's the thing. I can't remember when they changed type advantages and disadvantages. It goes over my head. I remembered when they add types in, like Steel and Dark Gen 2 and Fairy Gen 6. Yeah, but that's why I wanted Aaron, man. The power of the resist is beautiful. It's just a shame in Gen 3 that half the map is water, and Aaron is also 4 times weak to water. Oh, that's why we are playing around, though. We are going to be able to play around. We're going to be waiting on our New Marvel encounter. It is New Marvel, right? The place below, the place near Marvel City that has Voltorbs and Magnemites. We're going to be waiting so we can get a guaranteed well, Magneton's pretty cool and it resists a lot of stuff. We can get a guaranteed Magnemite by getting the Voltorb in the Aqua Hideout, because there are fake Pokeballs there. And then that guarantees us to get a Magnemite. We could also get a Magnemite for something like Winona, if we really want to risk it. I don't know. I just went and played for the Aaron because I like him. I like Aaron over Makuhita personally. I thought it's got a better move. Well, I don't know what Makuhita's moveset is. It's been a hell of a long time since I've seen it. Hello, not champion. I wonder. Does anyone wonder what's in that letter that Doctor? No, Mr. Stone gives him. He is a Mister because he owns a company. And then Stephen just randomly gives you his number for being like, hey, you give me this letter, even though we have phones. So why didn't Mr. Stone phone Stephen up instead of giving me a letter and having to go over there? Yeah. Oh, come on. Bad reception. You've got it. Fair enough. I'll take bad reception as an excuse. Okay, no, yeah, I think that's all the time I've got for today. I'm gonna go sit back and see what Resident Evil 4's like. Or the new Resident Evil 4. Yeah, worst type combination is probably Grass Bug, yeah. Paris is very bad. Do you know that Paris actually has, I think, 3-4 times weaknesses because in Generation 1 because of Bug? So, like, because Poison is also strong against Bug as well in Generation 1 specifically, not any other generation after. It gets it gets another 4 times weakness, which basically means Paris sucks even more than it does. Even if it does get Spore. But for now, that's all the time I've got for today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. For people on Twitch, all these get archived to YouTube and Rumble. There should be a link down below from where you're watching this stream. If you miss a stream, that's where it'll be. People on YouTube, Rumble, all those other platforms. All these was stream live on Twitch. If you want to interact or watch live like people have been doing today, you are more than welcome to. There is a link in the description of every video to the Twitch channel and any other platform you want to see me on. I'd like to thank you guys for watching one final time. And bye-bye.